Somebody asked me, do you think I complain for nothing? And I said, no, you don't complain for nothing. The only problem is you complain without comparing your situation with some other situation. You just feel that you've come to the end and you've had the worst, and you're in the worst kind of situation. That's why you complain. But sometimes you want to evaluate the choices that are out there. You would see that though I have a reason to complain, I'm somehow better. Because when it comes to the worst that will take away your freedom, every other thing is better compared to that one. So for us that we are free today from a lot of things, you can make choices, you can get up in the morning, you can move out of your house, you can do things at your pace without anybody troubling you around, without the law officers telling you eat this, eat that, sleep here, go there, and so on and so forth. It's such a testimony that you would not understand until you are being put in prison, and you not be put in prison. So I want you to thank God for your freedom. That God, I have not stayed out of the prison. I'm not free today because I've lived a perfect life. Hallelujah. But I'm free today. I'm happy today because you have been faithful to me. It might not be like a testimony to you, but it's the best kind of testimony that we all have. The testimony of being free. Hallelujah. Of being free, of eating what you want to eat, put on the light the way you want to put it on. Some people take light for granted. There are mothers who quoted their children for turning on the light anyhow. Not some people that sleep and leave their TV on. And everything you have around you is stand up to your feet. Thank God, Father, thank you for my freedom. Thank you for I can have a house to lay my head at night. I have a bed on my own. Thank you. I had 9 people were sharing one bed in South Africa. 9. One bed, 9 people. Father, we thank you for wherever we have found ourselves today. We might not see it as the best for us, but compared to others, oh God, we are doing just so fine. We might be eating once a day, oh God, some people eat once a week. We might be eating twice a day, some people eat once a day. We might have 3 plus, some people don't have any more. Father, we thank you for every blessing that you've given to us and that we do not recognize it. And we pray that, oh God, you should open our eyes to see how you're being good to us day in and day out. That we shall live in thanksgiving and not complaints. In the mighty name of Jesus. In the mighty name of Jesus. Hallelujah. We are rushing towards the end of the year and we are entering a new year. And I believe that as we're walking into this new year, a lot of people already have new ambitions and new goals into how they want the new year to be like. Hallelujah. I believe most of us are already saying so. This 2020 is a very magic year, 20 and then 20, you know. We have called it all kinds of names, but I want us to see what we should be more conscious about as we move into this year. Last week we were saying something, and I guess most of us were not around, but we said for you to be able to get through your tough times in life, no matter how tough they are, always remember that God has said something about the situation, and that is the only thing that will get you through every kind of tough times in life. And we said that was the reason Abraham was able to go and sacrifice his son, because he knew that if God has promised him a son, God will surely give him back even if he kills him. And we said for us to have such a faith like Abraham, we stay on God's promises in life. That no matter what I'm going through, if God has said that I am going to go through and I'll come out successfully, I won't be discouraged. And I don't know how many of us are going through tough times, but I believe that you wouldn't give up when things are tough on your side. Hallelujah. You wouldn't give up. And today I want us to see another factor that makes us to give up when things are tough on our sides, and that causes us to maybe lose consciousness of what God is doing in our life, and we tie down ourselves to whatever situation we are facing. Let's turn the Bible to the book of 1 John, chapter 3. 1 John chapter 3. I will read it from verse 18. It says, little children, let us not love in word or talk, but in deed and in truth. It says, by this we shall know that we are of the truth, and we assure our hearts before Him. He says, for whenever our hearts condemns us, He says, God is greater than our heart, and He knows everything. Beloved, if our heart does not condemn us, we have confidence before God that whatever we ask, we will receive from Him, because we keep His commandments and we do what pleases Him. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. He says we should try to live a pure life, because when you don't feel guilty, you are bold to talk to God. Who has suffered from guilt before? Who has had guilt tormented your life? Guilt has tormented you before, right? Okay. And we are celebrating the death of Jesus, your man, and His resurrection. There's something that I want us to overcome as we move into the year of 2020 and for the rest of our life. Say, I'll stop feeling guilty. Say, stop feeling guilty. How? You have to stop feeling what? Feeling guilty. The reason I was praying to God about what we have to do today, and He brought up this topic in my mind, is that we're talking about problems that people face and people's enemy, and God told me the greatest enemy that we have had is not really some people out there. He says the greatest enemy that has disturbed us is the consciousness of our guilt. And my friend told me that Pastor, they asked us to, the men who caught us, asked us to come and stay in their houses, and they won't lock us up. And me, I refused, and they locked me up. So I was like, so they locked you up for trying to be faithful to God? He said, yes, Pastor. I said, they have trained us that those who have problems are only those who were being sinful. Oftentimes when you have problems, that's what people say. Remember Job's friends, they came to him and they tried to make him feel that he must be guilty somehow. They said, nobody suffers for nothing. They said, Job, check your life, you must be guilty. This thing of guilt, it has a way of controlling our lives, whether we like it or not. It controls us so much that we can lose consciousness of what God has told us. I asked myself about King David. Many times he was being encouraged by his friend Jonathan. But I know that when God anointed David, it was a miraculous anointing. They tried to anoint all of his brothers, the oil didn't come out. And on David, it came out, saying that God has chosen him when he was very small. As small as he was, he conquered Goliath. But there were many times in his life that he was discouraged. I was like, David, you really know that God has spoken that you will make it, that you become a king. God has taken you into the palace and has helped you to deliver a king suffering from evil spirits. So in my understanding, David, you should not be feeling down when problems face you, because you know that God's hand is upon you. But again, when I think of the things that David did, I now came to understand that he had the right to sometimes feel that God has left him. Because of the many wrong things he did in his life. There were times that he even fought against, he was planning to fight against his own brothers, against the children of God. David is planning a coup to fight against the very people that God has asked him to protect. And when you live this life that you probably have done some wrong things time over time, there is a tendency that you sit and look at your life and say, maybe I'm facing the consequences of my misbehavior. And when you have that thought, it's even difficult for you to pray to God again. It's difficult for you to operate in some boldness because you say, if this is happening because of this thing I said, if this is happening because of this thing I did, then I'm responsible for my problems. And the first person who is having the highest power to condemn you is your mind. When your mind has successfully made you to feel guilty, you start acting in that proportion that I can't do this because I feel guilty, so let me just stay. Another kind of people that will make you feel guilty, those people who know everything that you need, or those people who are very close to you, that they come to your face every day and try to remind you of something that had passed. As you want to breathe a little, they will face you and tell you that, how do you think things will work for you? Don't you know that? You remember when you went and you just relax back, say, those are the two. And the problem about these two enemies is that they are so close to us that we can never know they are our enemies. It's difficult to accept that your mind can be your enemy. It's difficult to accept that your brother, your sister, your best friend can be your enemy. So while you're spinning and laughing around your enemies, they are pulling you down and you don't know. And I look at David. This is friend Jonathan. That's a friend. Hallelujah. You need to look for a friend. Not everybody must be your friend. It's not a problem. Because Jonathan told David that, David, I know Saul is my father, but you must become the king. Because that's what God said. And the Bible says David was relieved. Imagine a boy refusing to plan up with his father and staying on the side of his friend because of God. He had a friend who knew how to take him out of his pit. He wouldn't come to him and say, David, remember this thing that you did. Remember this one that you did. You know you're my best friend and I know everything that you did. So don't make as if. No. He would always come to him and paint a positive picture of him, because when you have done wrong, you have really done wrong. People don't need to be reminding you. Is there a wrong you did that you don't know? Nobody is talking. Is there a wrong you did in your life that you don't know? So why should they come and tell you again? Me, I already know I'm in a pit. I'm struggling to get out. And you're coming and adding notes on top of the pit instead of trying to. If you can't help, just shut your mouth. Guilt has a power of controlling us in ways that we are finding it difficult to break new grounds. It behaves like it has this wicked power. And I was thinking that how you can be saved from these outside enemies. You can avoid your friends, it's possible. I can avoid my friends if I don't want them to disturb me. I can stop picking their calls. You can avoid those ones. How can you avoid your mind from trapping you down? You want to remove your head. You want to separate your head because there are things we have done in life that nobody knows. So we are not suffering from anybody accusing us. We are suffering from the devil playing with our mind and accusing us. There's sometimes that's what people just want to be. Have you offended your father before? You're waiting for the day he will beat you so that after that you can feel free at home. You offended your father and he started promising you that he will beat you. Which means he started torturing you before the day comes. My father, when you offend him, you calm one and stay here. You think that it's finished. After 3 months, you do another thing, he says 2. He reminds you, he says 2, it means there's a 1. You thought that one was over. Then now there's a 10 one that is coming. It means every day you're adjusting your step because you can press one button at any time. And then when you press the last button, that's 3. But he does not beat you that day. He tells you that you have already pressed the last button, that he beat you. So you sit every day at home. People are eating, you cannot eat. Because you are praying that they should punish you. So you can feel free. You get the point. My point now is, maybe you stole and they have to lock you up, and you know that when they lock, because when you steal and they are following your case, anytime a police car is passing, you think they are looking for you. See, these cars cannot just feel free. Anytime you see a policeman, like when you don't have driver's license, those people who drive without driver's license are there. When you see a policeman pass, he's not even coming for you, but the guilt is really making you to adjust. So it's like you're just waiting that you prefer that then they punish me so I can be free in the society. Good. After the punishment, you are free in the society. Now, what happens to that stigma that is inside your mind? How do I get my freedom? And I really see God talking to us here. John is writing, they said John was the one Jesus loved the most, but it's John that is saved. So we don't know if he's the one who is putting himself to be in the place that Jesus loved the most. But whatever the case, he is telling us that there is this power that is able to deliver you and I from our own. He says there's no condemnation to those who are where? In Christ Jesus. He says even the devil cannot make you feel guilty for what you have done, because Jesus took all the guilt and the shame and the death and the insult on the cross. So it is a crime for you to be feeling guilty for something that they have already paid for it. You are putting yourself in a position that you ought not to put yourself. There is no amount of guilt that should ever overshadow your mind that makes you feel less than who you ought to be. It doesn't matter what you're going through right now. You can say, Pastor, I'm still suffering from those things. You will get through it. When you come to Jesus, you are saved. And then you need to be delivered. You need to be renewed. It's a process. So even if you're still suffering, some actions are there in your life that you're managing to get over, and sometimes it's coming and it's going, and you keep feeling weak that when will this thing ever get over? It will get over if you hold on to God. You don't have to kill yourself. You don't have to let guilt make you feel that since I've struggled, and these things cannot go, I'll just have to live like that. No. That's what the devil is doing, to keep putting you in a trap that becomes bigger. It keeps making you to feed your own enemy that's living inside you. To feed it so much so that it becomes bigger than you. So you say, no, God, I know I'm trying this, is going and coming, but I can't give up. I will stay with you until my complete deliverance comes true. Because it wasn't in a day that you got to where you are today. Maybe you met some bad friends and they introduced you to some bad things that is bringing your life upside down. It's just easy. Leave the bad friends and start balancing your life back and start coming back to where you ought to have been. With God, He says, even if you're mine. He says, I'm begging you that stay away from the funny life, because it gives you confidence when you come to pray. Of course, yes. When you don't offend God, when you go to pray, your mind is free. When you don't offend your parents, you go to ask them for something, you don't feel guilty. But when you offend them, you cannot even approach them. But with God, it's different. He says, I have overcome the guilt of your mind. So he's telling even the guilty ones that you can come to God in boldness and look past the guilt that is controlling you and still say, God, you are greater than my guilt. I need you to help me with this. I need you to help me with this. And he says, God will do it for you. You can't move into a new year still feeling guilty of some things that are not moving into that year. When things have passed, they have what? When things have passed, they have passed. I don't know for how many years that some things have been keeping you down, but they have passed, they have passed. You wouldn't kill yourself for things that you can't control any longer. And there are things waiting for you to do something about, and you're just like, I can't do this because I have. If that's the case, the Pope we celebrate today will not do anything. Because there was nobody that was as dangerous as he was. But he was able to look at his life and see in Christ, all things are what? And I have become new. If not, he says we are wasting the death of the Son of Jesus. Because everything he died to clean away, we are just bringing it back on us, one after the other. We shouldn't stay in any manner of guilt, no matter how grievous it is. To God, it's just very normal. You know, we have struggled to clean our mind before human beings, and then we didn't even bother sometimes. But as sometimes you just say, I just want people not to look at me like that. But it will not even help. The real person that you should be concerned about is that God and I, we are cool. That I'm able to pray to God at any time. Because, you know, I keep saying that we shouldn't approach God like we approach one another. You know, you approach me, and I approach you knowing that you don't know exactly what is happening. So I can tell you anything. But we don't approach God like that. When I approach God, I know I cannot lie to Him. I'm conscious. I can't lie to Him. So it's only with Him that I can say, God, you know, this is what is happening. I really need you to do what? To help me. I'm being sincere with you. You can manipulate people, you can lie to one another, and so on and so forth. It's okay for you, but the real person that needs you to have a renewed heart, a renewed being, is God. And when you approach Him with all sincerity, with no guilt, and no matter what you're going through. I was asking the constance that, so it's just to go and tell us where Jesus came from, that we are forced to read this man, those names that none of us will ever remember. But it's important to tell you that look at the line that had to pass for Jesus Christ to finally come into existence. If you look at the life of all of those people, it wasn't easy. But because they were preserving a lineage for the man who came and delivered you, God always made them to succeed from one trouble to the other. And those, if you look at the lineage of those people, are they all perfect people? None is even close to perfection. They are crazy people inside that lineage. But how did they survive time unto them? Because God had purpose that my son will come through these people. God has purposed things in your life that you will accomplish. And He's saying to you this day that do not let guilt control your everyday. Hide in Jesus Christ and live like that. Hide yourself in Jesus Christ as you are. Yeah, this is who I am. I know myself. No problem. You see, you are not free in this world until you are free from two things. Number one, until you're free from the negative influences and opinions of your friends. When you are free from that opinion of your friends that don't make sense to you, you are moving towards freedom. But that one, you can even do it by yourself. But the one that is ultimate, the highest freedom, is freedom from the mind of guilt. That one, only God can do it for you. And when you reach that point where you do not feel guilty, you have become a successful Christian. Because the devil will have nothing to hold on you anymore. That's all what he has to hold you down, guilt. There is nothing else. When he comes to you, he would remind you of something you have done, or something you were doing, or something you are struggling with. That is the only thing he will remind you of. And he will tell you your life is going like this because you are like this. It's like he has a formula. He's telling you that this is a formula of life. I'm telling you that this thing is happening because knows what is happening. This one is. Before I used to be so scared of bikes. I thought the people who have bad accidents only those riding bikes. When I see somebody was maybe riding a bike, he was inside a car, and the camion will cause an accident, and the car will turn, and everybody inside is crushed, and then the bike man was able to escape because his bike was smaller for him to run away with. And I asked myself, now who is safe? Then I said, it's good to stay away from bikes and cars. Then I was walking down Valley, the other day, Valley, what they call it up there, and I saw a car run into somebody's house. It left the road and ran into somebody's house, and the people were there, I'm sure they are dead. So, if you want to stay in the house, you want to use the bike and the car, you should go to the bush. Yeah, why are you there? Somebody said it's a place that is the safest. They say water is difficult, but even in water you can make your last prayer before you go. In a plain palm, it's finished. So there is no security anywhere. What I'm trying to tell you is that on your own, it's difficult. On our own, it's difficult. We have to trust this man, Jesus, who has done everything and he has come to free us from guilt. He says, even if your mind condemns you. He says, even if your mind reminds you of all the wickedness you have caused. He says, come to God. Hallelujah. He says, do what? He says, come to God. And God will wipe off every guilt. I don't know what guilt has done for you. But I believe that you will not enter into this year. Instead of moving forward, you stay behind and be remembering all the bad things you did. We all do bad things. You understand? The bad thing you're doing, you're not the only person that's done it in the world. Probably they're disturbing you because they saw yours or they heard yours. But people have done bad things. And anything a human being does, you also can. Just that you have not been put in that situation. So if we start judging them and making them feel bad, you are not free. If they put you in that position, you do something worse if they are not careful. What is important is you get free from that guilt conscious mind. You stay away from people who makes you feel guilty. They'll see you, now you this? Yes. Are you not seeing faces? Are you blind? Tell me. Then they'll start, do you remember when? I don't remember. You don't have to remind me. Because now you see me, they are born into a party, you want to do their show off, and your friends start pointing your finger. Well, you know the high school, I know you were, yes, that's high school, this is not high school here. Just carry yourself up and go to where you were going. Do you understand what I'm saying? Carry yourself up and go to where you were going. It has passed. Do not let yourself be condemned by yourself. People can condemn you and you survive it, but do not let yourself condemn you. Yes. When he condemns you, it takes you out of God's presence, it takes you out of the church family, it takes you out of those who can even help you, and goes and keeps you somewhere and then finishes you there. You run to God when you feel weakest. It's not when you feel strong. It's in God that you come and get the strength. So don't say, come to God when I'm. No. The reason you should go to Him is because of that thing that is disturbing you. Yeah, go to Him. Tell Him, God, this is what is happening. I don't need to tell you. See how we'll arrange to move the place because it's disturbing me, God. Just discuss with Him. Say, come and let's discuss. Let's reason together. That's no reason, right? Say, come and let's reason. See what is disturbing you. I'll tell you how we can handle it. Go and discuss with God, reason with Him, and get out of guilt and live a successful life from now until when you go to meet Jesus. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Mighty God, we thank you again For we all come to you for salvation and deliverance and transformation, O God. And we know how many times the devil goes about trying to make us feel bad for things that you have taken away from our lives. We know how many times he tries to bring back our old baggages and put it on us, oh God, and make us feel weak and make us feel like losers. But you said no one can condemn those who are in you. And we are in you, so no one can condemn us. And you even say our minds, oh God, are not as strong as your power to put us down. And therefore pray and deliver every one of us in this house who is suffering from the spirit of guilt, that we shall live bold against every shame that is controlling us. Father, I pray that we shall live free from every guilty mind. For you have blotted away every sin of us. You have taken away every guilt of ours. And you have taken away every consequences of God of sin that was reigning in our lives. Cause us to have a new mindset. Cause us to be free in our minds. Cause us to live with people with a free minds, and that we shall see great opportunities before us. In the mighty name of Jesus. In the mighty name of Jesus.